Now at 5, O.J. Simpson has died. The football star and Hollywood actor fell from grace after being accused and ultimately acquitted of the brutal murders of his ex-wife and her friend. That is when Simpson's life and legacy was forever changed. Thursday night, the big story on Action News is the world reacting to the death of O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, his family announced on social media that he died at the age of 76 after a battle with cancer. It was back in 1994 when Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman were found stabbed to death. Following the murders, everyone watched on live TV as police chased O.J. Simpson's white Bronco and eventually arrested him.
Evidence found at the scene of the murder seemed overwhelmingly against Simpson, but after a captivating trial, he was acquitted of criminal charges, but later found liable for the deaths in a separate civil case. Simpson, later in life, would serve 9 years in prison for a totally different case. He was convicted of leading a group of men into a Las Vegas hotel and casino to steal at gunpoint what he claimed was his very own sports memorabilia. Let's go live now to Action News reporter Toronto Thomas, who's in University City.
In Toronto, you've been talking to people about the news of O.J.'s death, and nearly everyone has a thought about his fascinating life.
Absolutely, because when you talk about people whose careers went from wildly famous to wildly infamous, O.J. Simpson definitely comes to mind. His death now causing people to reflect.
There's conversation about everything, politics, crime.
At a barber shop, there's no shortage of conversation. And at First Decision's Unisex hair salon in University City, some of that conversation is about the death of O.J. Simpson.
We said that it's going to be a great loss.
The passing of a football legend who was both popular and polarizing. Shop owner Suran Casselle recalls Simpson's early years as a Heisman-winning football star and the first black man hired for a major national corporate advertising campaign.
But I do remember the commercial with him running, the OJ commercial, he's jumping over all the different things.
But the conversation quickly turns when it comes to Simpson's trial.
When they said he was not guilty, there was shock. Because I was shocked because black people never got that kind of verdict.
Simpson was acquitted of the 1994 murders of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman in what was called the trial of the century.
This case, riveted the world. It actually changed the way we watch television.
Nancy Glass, who covered the trial, revisited the crime in the podcast Confronting O.J. Simpson. It's a deep dive through the eyes of Ron Goldman's sister.
She loved her brother so much, and everybody forgot about him.
I don't know that justice was served. I think there were a lot of questions after that.
Simpson was found liable for the murders in a civil suit. There was also the 2007 Las Vegas robbery case where Simpson was sentenced to prison time.
It certainly was an infamous time in our history.
The rise and fall of O.J. Simpson still making him a topic of conversation, even in death.
And it'll stand out in people's minds forever.
So while some people see O.J. Simpson as a villain, others see him as vilified. Either way, he has sealed his place in history. In University City, Toronto Thomas, Channel 6 Action News. Rick?
All right, Toronto, thank you. And our coverage of the death of O.J. Simpson continues on 6abc.com. There you'll find more about his football career, his life, death, and the infamous murder case against him.